Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into a daily read for Thursday. I hope you're doing well out there. As you can hear, I have not completely healed from being recently sick, but I am falling behind as we speak, so it's time to hop back into it. So, jumping into the Wisdom Oracle deck, I've been feeling guided to use this recently, but let's do some shuffling and see what Thursday is all about. Okay, truth to be told. Interesting, it says truth be told, but I read it that way for a reason. Chop wood and mending in reverse. I'm going to keep it in that position. But they're saying the day, the center energy, the day involves effort being put forth towards, I want to say, cleaning up, accomplishing otherwise. You could even find that people want to connect with you. And whether this comes through in the obvious way of people actually, or someone in particular actually reaching out to you or making the effort to connect with you, people do want to be connected with you at this time for one if not multiple reasons. And they're saying your energy is playing into it. But I find that the day also involves for some this feeling of, I want to say, an energetic connection or two where you sense that this person wants to connect with you, and this highlights the past somehow, okay? But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this Thursday involves cleaning up, once again, organizing, reorganizing. You could even find that reorganizing your mind is key for you, and for some, your emotional side. Wow, my nose is really sounding horrible right now. But truth be told, because the day does involve certain truths being expressed to you. Now, this could be in your physical reality, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is from spirit, and I'm hearing your team of guides. But it is a day where you can't help but feel this sort of random feeling coming about that you need to be more so honest with yourself. Is this aspect of my life suiting me, right? Is it in alignment with me? Whether it's a person, place, a situation, a hobby or a habit, a routine of some sort, if not multiple. And they're saying, well, then now is the time more than ever to switch it up. Your health will be taking a highlight. You can obviously tell as to how mine is going to take a highlight. But I also feel like for somebody's facade, a mask of some sort is falling to the wayside. And now you'll be able to fully see exactly who this person is, the type of soul and energy they are, and where their intentions actually lie, okay? Because it's about time that happens. Now with the owl as well, I find that your intelligence is being highlighted, your knowledge, your wisdom, experience. But I do feel as if with the mending card in reverse, there's something about a situation or an aspect of your current day reality that is not meant to be put back together or mended, at least not yet. For some in general, but for some it's meant to more divinely happen later on down the line. And so I find that this is a day where you're going to need to accept what has yet come to be and more accept and embrace and appreciate what has come to be, if that makes sense. Basically saying, stressing over or getting annoyed or overly focusing upon what isn't divinely, in a divine timing way, meant to come to be now or in general is not going to do you justice. But taking a hot second and accepting that, well, if it's meant to come to be or be put back together, mended, then great, the time will come. But it feels like this is a day where they're saying, stop and, smell the roses, look around, appreciate the beauty of what's at hand. I get that there are imperfections from the past and currently that are inevitably being highlighted and standing out kind of like a sore thumb for some, but they're wanting you to remember that this gratitude, this appreciation is more than ever important for you. Let's move on to the Light Seers Tarot. There's thoughts of a wish fulfillment that you are, for some in the midst of, or maybe more so thinking about for the future. But regardless, they're saying, what leaves you glowing? All right, this definitely highlights the past, obviously. And so this benefits your current day reality by pushing you to do more of, maybe less of this or that, less likely, in order to glow more. For somebody, your skin's looking really good, even if you're not feeling healthy otherwise. But the Three of Pentacles, because, my friend, this is a day where people are paying very close attention to you. You're on the minds of many people. And for some, especially if you're online or in the public eye otherwise, it's around the world, all right? And so this quality attention feels very truthful. It feels very honest, pure. Okay, inevitable is what I just heard, but I was going to say, did I say vulnerable already? Yeah, there's a purity about you, and there's something about you standing out in the midst of a community platform or a field, something in a large sense where other people do something similar to what you do. You know, say for example, me reading tarot on here, standing out from other readers because I'm very different in comparison to them. And so just an example, utilizing myself, what is it for you? Where are you standing out in the crowd? There's just a very mysterious as well way about your energy throughout this day. There's a pondering sort of almost fierceness as well. I don't know if you could see that in the way I was looking at a bench. I don't know why I was looking at a bench, but the Knight of Pentacles, because my friend, this is a day where you're going to be feeling as if it's not a time to rush. It's not a time to want to rush things outside of you that you're connected to, committed to even, or wanting to be more so committed to, because it feels like there's something about this time period, maybe even surrounding it, that shows you evidence that rushing just stresses you out. Rushing even causes things to be messier, more difficult, creates obstacles, right? Reminding me of this morning, I was shaving my head, right? It was well overdue, and I feel fresh because of it. But anyways, the spirit came through and said, don't rush. You're really, what was the wording? You're basically going against the point, you're defeating the point of living in California, you know, where people typically don't rush and it's a slow and steady sort of wins the race kind of vibe. But yeah, so regardless of where you live or what you have at hand, they're saying slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady is needing to be your vibe and your energy, your approach, your flow at this time. 728, look up the angel number meaning. Okay, so sorry again about my nose. Some are definitely being thought about in a very romantic light, a very attractive light. Cute and sexy are the words I'm being given. Sensual as well. And so there's something about you, and I feel your confidence also plays into this, and maybe even your zodiac sign or your placements in general. And so there's something about one, if not multiple people, thinking about you in regards to these descriptive ways. You know what I'm saying? I know that wasn't the best way of putting it, but you are going to find that this is, for some, in regards to that energetic connecting, right? That feeling of importance in regards to that, but for some it's in person. Again, people wanting to reach out to you, connect with you, maybe even compliment you, see what you're up to. But I'm now getting randomly, there are random puzzle pieces left behind on this picnic table that is behind the camera that's propped up. And I was getting the message that certain puzzle pieces are now more than ever starting to fall into place. And this is going to help you greatly moving forward, because I feel this lack of clarity, lack of feeling like things are falling into place or just in place, in alignment, it's just hasn't been serving you. In certain ways it has been, whether you realize this, want to admit this, want to be one with it or not. But it feels like it maybe has been something that's been lacking. Let's just put it that way, because we could describe it in so many ways for different people. But as these puzzle pieces, at least a few of which fall into place throughout this period, asking yourself, what am I doing or not doing enough of, or both, that is holding back certain other puzzle pieces from falling into place? You know what I mean? Because Spirit's saying, regardless of what new situation or next level of this or that you're longing for, been wanting, maybe it's a long time overdue, if you're going to delay a change or an adjustment within your life, you know, for however long, or maybe, you know, changing and then going back, changing it and adjusting it, then going back, then Spirit will push out a certain puzzle piece from falling into place. Spirit will, you know, push out further a delay in regards to what you are longing for. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one of the honest ways that Spirit's coming through at this point to push you to be more so honest and even more so act upon that in regards to what needs to change and be adjusted at this time. All right. But with that said and done, I do want to leave this reading at that. I thank you for joining me and sticking with me till the end. I am sending you so much love and light. Bye, my beautiful souls.